Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome to a brand new anime reaction series. We're reacting to Violet Evergarden. Um, welcome if you're new here. Sorry. My name's Aiden. This is a weeb variety channel. We do reactions. We usually have a main series we react to, and we do some gameplay stuff. Usually weeb related, sometimes not, but the reactions are primarily. Ah! Fuck the camera. My bad. Also, we're pretty stuffed, so uh, ignore it or get used to it. um, but yeah, new series. Maybe you're surprised to see this. I don't have a particular reason why I'm reacting to this. I just randomly chose it. This is one of the rare cases where I literally know nothing about this series. Like I don't even know the genre. I just acquired it and we're ready to go. Besides that, it's very popular, and I believe character is actually named Violet Evergarden. Um, I think because I think it was like an anime quiz video we did a while ago. I think I like probably made fun of the name just because it sounds kind of weird. And someone said, "Yo, how can you do that to my girl?" So I'm like, "Oh, my bad." But yeah, I know it's a very well liked series. We've been on a roll with well liked series. We finished Natsume's Book of Friends season one, and we recently watched Your Lie in April. Two really great shows. So hopefully I enjoy this as much. Um, I don't know if this is like on the same level, but I feel like I hear people talk about this a lot too. So um, should be good. Again, don't know the genre, don't know like literally anything about it. Um, so we're in for a surprise. Um, Couple things. First off, for any new people, we do full length reactions here, which means no not the usual highlight reel style reactions where they just cut the best parts and show it on screen. One, I just don't know how to do that. And I'm too lazy to learn, and two, it's like still kind of illegal. So, um, we just do full length reactions, which means you can watch me react to the full episode. Um, and there will only be a little tiny timer in the bottom corner. And basically, you have to sync up your copy of the episode. And I'll count down from three, and on go, we both start, and you should be fine. And of course, if you get out of sync, you can just rely on the timer. If you just want to see, um, your favorite scene of the episode, kind of like a highlight reel, you can just sync at that certain scene, though it's a lot harder to do. Um, but yeah, this is just the way we do things. So yeah, just a fair warning because I know it's not for everyone. It's a little harder to set up, though I personally think it's a better experience. So yeah. Um, Also, if you're new here, this is our main slot, which means you're gonna get episodes 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern time, noon Eastern. Um, so this is how many episodes are there? 13 plus OVA. So this is a good month and a bit. Cause yeah, it actually works very well because we can do 12 episodes in the month, then 13 OVA review, boom, clean finish. So exciting stuff. But yeah, basically full length reaction. At the end of the episode, I like to talk about the episode a bit, go through the scenes, give my thoughts and stuff. Um, but before that, we also do a little banter at the start of the episode. I'm trying to keep it short, but first episode, long intro. It usually won't be this long. Something else we usually do in these anime reactions is I usually like order a sakuraku snack box, and we eat one snack per episode. And so little tiny Japanese, which the sakuraku snack box is basically one of those boxes that you can buy monthly, and it has an assortment of stuff in them. Mine is authentic Japanese treats. we've had three of them. We did it for Higurashi, the new Higurashi stuff, and Dear Lie in April. So I do have one. I actually have the June one that came in late May, and we're posting this that July, so we're pretty late. I didn't really have a chance to eat this because I didn't want to start it in when we were finishing off Natsume. So a little late. Hopefully everything's still good. To be fair, I'm reacting to this episode June 21st, so we're not like it's not as bad, but I definitely gotta eat it. Anyway, I do recommend them, by the way. They're pretty cool. You get like you also get like a booklet giving you facts about the snacks and stuff. Not sponsored, by the way, but please do. It's like 50 Canadian, which is kind of a lot, but I think it's worth it. Technically, it's 35 Canadian plus shipping, which equals 50. But it kind of makes sense they need to get it to you fast because it's food. Though it doesn't matter for me since I didn't eat any. So yeah, at the start of the episode, we'll read about the snack, we taste it, and I give you it, a little bonus. Though that being said, even though I just said we need to eat, I'm actually not gonna eat this episode since I just ate some spicy noodle thing, that famous Korean brand, and my palate's like fucked right now. So, but luckily in the Sakuraku box, um, it comes with a piece of plating. What is it? What is it called? Like, the first one I had was a satay cup, which I actually have right here, and the other two were side dish plates. And this time it came with bowl, side dish bowl. Very classic design. I actually have one like just like this, except minus the flowers. I think this is just like a classic design because my dad got those from like Japan 20 years ago and just gave it to me when he went back to Japan. So, I mean, cool. It's another one. Let's read about it quickly. And the theme of this box is also Taste of Hokkaido, which is kind of funny because the Hokkaido theme box was also the December box, which was actually my least favorite box of the three we've had. So hopefully Hokkaido will redeem itself this time. I mean, worst, out of the three, I think it was still pretty good. But yeah, let's get some facts. I really like the fact they give you this booklet just so you learn more about what you're eating. I think that's a very cool trick because it makes you more excited to taste it or whatever. Oh yeah, yeah. I actually see some. Well, there's one reprint. Probably should have looked that it was Hokkaido again, but I guess it doesn't really matter for me. Okay, so we got so it's a soup bowl. Oh yeah, you put miso soup. I haven't had miso soup in so long, so I don't even remember. Four Seasons Soup Bowl by Tanaka Hashiten in Fukuya. Dishwasher safe, thank you. Japan's four distinct seasons are crucial to its culture. Besides festivals and rituals, their passing is also marked by the seasonal flowers like on this lacquered soup bowl. That's some looks like some maple leaves. You can't even see that. Kinda. And some flowers. Flowers. Okay, cool. Also, I forgot. They also give like a cool little art card with a little message from their cute spokesperson. Let's read it. June marks the tail end of the spring and start of summer in Japan, with temperatures slowly rising and summer humidity creeping in. For anyone looking to escape to a milder climate with no rainy season, Hokkaido is perfect. At this time of year, consistently warm weather makes exploring the island a breeze, and there's a lot to see. Besides the beautiful coastline offering plenty of seafood, Hokkaido features Japan's most wide open landscape. The origin of the majority of Japan's dairy products, the island is home to many unique sweets and dishes. We're taking the opportunity to share a taste of Hokkaido with you, the Sakuraku family, and we can help you take a well-deserved break. I do like dairy. But then dairy that's been sitting there for a while kind of sounds scary. But to be fair, there was something inspired we had like in a box once, and it was like I was chilling after that. I have a pretty decent stomach, just in case. Anyways, long intro done. Like I said, first episode bound to happen. Next episode will be like 5 minutes tops, I swear. Um, but yeah, get your copy of the episode ready. My episode length is 23 minutes 41 seconds long. I'm also watching the release from SCY from Nia. It's a Blu-ray disc, 1080p, high FLAC. Oh, this must be massive. Yeah, this is okay, this is I don't know why I downloaded such a massive file, but okay. Apparently we're watching this in like very high quality, so that should be good. Haven't done that since ID invaded, which was like 50 dids or something for the season. Um this one isn't as big, luckily. But yeah, let's get started. I'm excited. We know a woman is named Violet Evergarden, but that's about it. Um yeah, hopefully it's something cool. Yeah. Stalling. Okay, start your episode. Get yourself ready. Position how you want. Sound adjustment, etc., etc. Because we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. No studio logos, by the way, just in case yours has it. Hmm. Soldiers of some sort, or military officers, I should say. Hmm. Seems a little artificial. I wonder if it's like a robot or homunculus sort of thing. Maybe. Just from the tone of voice and stuff. Or I could be wrong. Just not emotional or I don't know how to describe it. I was trying to say bland, but that sounds kind of negative, which isn't what I was trying to be. Major Gilbert. Love the name Gilbert actually. I don't think that she's a robot then. At least. So is this like because that's not a real language she's writing. Fantasy, sci-fi, myths. That's more fantasy. Cool. I said I wanted to watch something fantasy if it is. And then I just never do. Oh, there's planes. I don't know. And a train. Still could be fantasy. Okay, this is very happy movie like. The floating paper thing. And a boat. Wow. Cool opening. I'm trying to think of what that kind of reminds me of. It reminds me of like British dramas. Somewhere in the Achain capital of the Ensil Kingdom. Hmm. Okay. So human, but with a robotic mind, sort of thing. Ooh. So she's Violet. That's what I thought. Gilbert. Uh. Is he dead? Colonel Hodgins. Okay. It's gonna take me a bit, I think, to remember names. Though their names aren't Japanese, so maybe it'll be easier for me. Hmm. Okay. Very disciplined. Uh, hands in pocket. I don't know if I can believe it. Okay. Yeah. Sketch. Feel like it wasn't the best move to lie about something she'll discover inevitably. Oh, okay, so this is a flash forward because that's the brooch we saw at the beginning. Okay, it's good to know. Oh, nice. I take the cat. Ooh, a pupper person, huh? Respectable. Animation looks really good, or art style, I should say. That's it's not a right. I don't think that's a compliment, but very loyal to him. Sure, we'll learn eventually. Oh, looking pretty dead. Oh no. Seems like a good person. I was questioning whether he's good or not, just from what we've been seeing, but seems good. Maybe he's trying to free her, get her away from whatever. Evergarden family. Relative. So his family, I'm guessing. Okay. Oh. Like her outfit. 4 years. So it's over, right? Okay, made sense. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't doesn't matter if you don't feel it. Oh, unless it's a robot hand. Oh, okay. I see. And she got it from her injuries. Okay, from the war. She is acting very robotic. Dude, I always like the look of like leather gloves. I never wore them, but they always look kind of cool. All right. Tiffany Evergarden. Okay. Huh. So they're not related to Gilbert, or maybe like aunts or something, distant relatives. Probably like his last will. That too. Just nowhere to go to. Her personality is pretty twisted. I'm sure we'll learn why. She seems well. She is an orphan, so it stemmed from that experience. Oh, bot. Oh, okay. I thought she was working as a maid, but made sense since they said think of them her as family, so it's just adopted, I guess. Ah, shipment company. Ghostwriting. That's cool. I wonder if that like was popular in the older day. It must have been, right? This is interesting. So it's a fantasy world, but it's very like I don't know time eras, but olden days. Some male person, sorta. Benedict. Yo. Whoa. She doesn't look that young. Thought they would be like the same age ish. His hairstyle's kind of whack though. I mean, not like I can talk, but that's kind of weird. Just like trim the strand, bro. Oh, like his gloves though. Ooh, street name. I wasn't really. I mean, I didn't really have much to expect, but definitely wasn't thinking postman story. Though obviously it's watching this character grow from being robotic tool of war to a normal-ish life. I'm guessing is the main thing. Oh man. Hey, don't get scammed. Sure you did a lunch break, man. Make sure they pay you overtime. Ooh. She just got here. I feel like it would be pretty hard. Also, it's like evening. Who delivers mail this late? This man. I mean, it's not. I don't know if she would know he's trolling her. So, like, he was being malicious, but I'm sure he didn't think she would do that. Yeah. You get paid for breaks. Well, sometimes you do. Guarantors. Ooh. Huh. So they don't want her to live with them? That made sense. It's kind of what I expected. I feel like taking an orphan into a military is pretty immoral. I do like her postman drip. Looks good on her. Like the bagginess. Oh, sorry. Do stars really? I mean, I guess that's just transition. I feel like I see that a lot in shows like this. Well, anime. Oh, a doll. Oh. Her being a ghostwriter would be a very interesting thing for her. Actually, that's pretty interesting for her personality. It's how she would grow as a person. Oh, it's a love letter. Based. Maybe. Oh. Take your shot, bro. Oh, no. Gilbert. Ooh. Trench Wars, huh? Oh, Jesus. Ah, cool. I can see how this is gonna work. Auto memory doll. Oh, so she's not a real person, I guess. Like her design. Or, I don't know. Ooh, yeah. I think those were people. Just that's just their occupation. Mm. Ooh, auto memoir doll. Ooh, ooh, Jesus. Feeling this. It's hitting a little hard right now. Wow, that was a really good scene. Feeling that. Okay, we are done the first episode. Man, that was really good. Um, well, first, thanks for watching. If you're a reaction only person, we're not talk about it. But if you're dipping, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Um, But yeah, first episode of Violet Evergarden completed. What did I think about it? I thought it was very good. I can see the direction it's gonna go, and I'm very invested already. Um, First off, some basics. The art style looks very nice. Um, I think it's a lot of good blending of CG. I think that's what it looks like to me. Um, Usually I have an eye for that, but um, it's blended like really nicely to the point where it's kind of hard to tell, or is that just like the art style? I don't know, which is kind of rare for me. So, anyways, it's a compliment. Can we look up voice actors? I'll do that. I learned in Natsume it's very fun to look up voice actors. Um, you know anyone? I I like looking them up, but I rarely know like any of them to be honest. Okay, so this came out in 2018. Um, cool. Did think it must have been like kind of modern. Um, so she is Ishikawa Yui. We'll just pull up a couple. Um, her and Guy. What's his name? I'm very bad at names. So this one, again, I think I'll actually be a little better at this just because they're English names. This person really not here? Huh. Well, I guess we'll just do 30,000 favorites. That's a lot of favorites on my anime list from the limited I've seen. Okay, what was she in? Do we know her? Um, she's Black Rock Shooter, maybe. Hey, she's from Darker Than Black, the season people don't like, though I kind of liked. She's the sleeper agent girl. I remember that vaguely. Um, oh, she's China from Gundam Build Fighters. That's based. Dude, I love Gundam Build Fighters. Low key a really fun show, even though I've like barely watched any Gundam stuff. I'd recommend it. uh is that it? From stuff I've watched. I recognize some of these shows, but I haven't watched them, so oh, she's Mikasa. Oh, I'm sure that's a fan favorite. I don't know, I've only watched season one. So I don't really know. Probably cool character. That's about it though. Okay, okay. Um but yeah, so basically, just for my story, so we're in a fantasy world, but it's very like olden style, like the prologue with the floating note, man. I don't know what that's like some like British drama, classical historical drama thing or something like that, right? Like I feel like you've seen it like a couple times in like mid 2000s movies. Um So it kind of set the tone, and it is like, again, I don't really know era stuff. Like I don't want to say Victorian, but like I'm just gonna say it because that's what I think of when I think of like olden times. So this might be a little. No, Victorian didn't have planes. It had trains and cars, I think. Um, but I do genuinely like the style. I wonder how much fantastical elements we're actually gonna have in the show. Because from what we've all seen, except for the written language and the places, it seemed just like normal world so far. That can definitely change though. Just like even from the way they fight the war, it looked very World War I with the trench warfare. Oh, she does have the robotic hand, so that's definitely something that's different. So it'll be definitely for like fantasy worlds. It's always fun to expand on our knowledge. Obviously, I don't think it'll be that bit of a focus. So I guess like since we'll be focusing on her like the main story is almost kind of a classic story of a sort of a damaged orphan readjusting to life. Though this one's um, very specific. So, from what we gathered, orphan for some reason was adopted. I wouldn't say by the military because we don't know that, but like in a military setting, um, which seems very. I said in the reaction very immoral to basically indoctrinate a child into a military thing. Um, though I guess we don't know fully because it did look like she might have still been in an orphanage when like it could have been something malicious, or it could have been like she was just having a rough time in an orphanage and Gilbert saved her and then she just followed him into the military. And then it seems whatever happened, Gilbert did something to win her affection, or I guess immense respect, to the point where she would follow him to death, basically. um And he seems like a genuinely good person. Like when they were first talking about him and her like over loyalty to him, I thought like maybe he might be a bad person who's kind of like twisted her mind a bit, but obviously he's a good guy. I'm sure we'll learn more about him through this story, despite him being dead, which is interesting. Um, so I'm guessing he's not related to the Evergarden family. They said relatives, so I think maybe he is. Um, So they're willing to basically pay for her living stuff, but they don't want to live with her, which is interesting. Um I'm like scrambled. Let's try to keep this ordered. Let's just go through the episode. I was like doing a general thing and then I'm just getting lost in the sauce. So we start with almost a flashback of Gilbert, um who looks very hurt, observing her, because like in the first scene I was questioning, is she a robot, is she like some, because she seemed very bland, not like in a bad way, but like, you know, kind of without emotion. Like she was even saying, what is this feeling, like she doesn't really understand herself. But it just turns out she's has a robotic personality, and you can see the hurt in Gilbert's eyes on it. Like he either regrets the situation because maybe he dragged her into this life, or he can't, or he can see how this life has affected her and he can't really change anything about it. Um, so then we meet Colonel Hodgkins. What's his name? Or whatever. Obviously Gilbert's dead, and it's not like they're hiding it. I don't know if it was the best idea. Well, when I first watched this scene, I didn't know if it was the best idea to lie to her about it. Um, but now that we've seen that her life, well, people called her like the doll or whatever for just used for warfare. She was definitely like, if you really want to describe her, I think, she said it best in the car. Gilbert's dog, which is kind of a negative thing. I mean, it's definitely meant to be negative, but it is kind of what she is. Like Hodgkins even said later, like when she asked to work in the as a ghostwriter, that was the first time she actually made a decision. I don't know if that's true or not, because that's kind of crazy if it is, but um, yeah, she was definitely fully devoted to Gilbert. So maybe telling the lie is a good thing. Work her way into giving her a new life, and then when the truth bomb drops, maybe she could handle it better, because I don't know how well she would be able to handle in her current mental state. um and it further shows it by the fact that she lost her hand and she's still trying to get in contact with Gilbert and is ready to fight. The puppy scene was cute, a little more of the world, um and then very plainsy, very Very beautiful. I did like that. So they're on like a port city, which is cool. Um, with palm trees. Yeah, I mean that. I don't know about the whole Evergarden situation. I guess she just adopts the name, but I mean it made sense if she. I wonder if she had like the last name. Maybe she didn't even use one, which is kind of weird. But um, yeah. Oh wait, kind of wanted to look at that picture of her deceased son. I mean, it's not like we would know who that is, but also I was expecting to see I guess the father is just not there, or the husband, I should say. Um, and obviously Violet freaks out at this. That the when it finally hits her that she'll be staying here instead, and even if she thinks Gilbert's alive, just the idea of her not being with him, being in use is she even says she'd rather be disposed of, which just shows like how messed up her psyche is. I'm sure we'll see like some sad-ish flashbacks about it, but like you can kind of just imagine like it doesn't even need to be that sad. Like if she was just, especially if they go with the first option I talked about, if she's just adopted into a military setting and she's just like even before meeting Gilbert, she was just taught that way of life. And definitely like screw a person's screw up a person's personality if you indoctrinate them as a kid. But interestingly enough, she's working as a postman with what's his name? Benedict. Okay. Um, and I guess this also showcases how despite, yeah, also we know that she's robotic, but it also shows that while she's super devoted to Gilbert, she doesn't really have any social or knowledge of stuff outside of work. Showing how she just worked without taking a break, or she fell for the. Well, I don't even think Benedict was being malicious in the delivering mail at night, but yeah, she has a lot to learn, and that's why I think the coolest part of the episode that really hyped me up was the ghost letter thing, because it's very interesting for someone like her who uh, I'd imagine can't really understand people, especially emotional issues and stuff like that. So seeing her write ghost letters for people, um, which takes creativity and knowledge of the subject, um, knowledge of like it takes a lot that she lacks right now. So I think that can really help her grow as a character, learning to ghostwrite letters. It's pretty exciting. Like different. I imagine like maybe, obviously she'll learn from the others um, who I think are people. I think they're definitely people. I made a comment because they called her like autonomous dolls, but I think that's just the occupation. Um, but yeah, I can imagine like maybe she like eventually she gets like an assignment, and then like she has to learn from real life, some from real life events on you know how she should write the letter and stuff like that. I don't know if they have like that big of a time limit to do it, but I can see a lot of potential for uh for developing her character, because this is what the show's about, right? Taking this damaged character and quote unquote fixing her, um, which is really cool. We also saw some in the flashback and then the trench war stuff. Pretty cool fighting stuff. And a pretty brutal scene with when her arms fall off, trying to, even trying to save Gilbert the best she can, even by dragging him with her teeth, which, very reminiscent of a dog. Very emotional scene, by the way. I did like that. Definitely tugged on my heartstrings, um, which was cool. I do like super emotional scenes like that. Very, very, very cool ending. Um, but yeah, Honestly, very strong start. I like the setting, even though it does seem mainly like old Victorian stuff. The fantasy world aspect. I mean, I already like the old stuff, but the fantasy world aspects, makes me want to try to absorb more and learn more about it. Um, the direction of how they're taking it, at least from what I can tell, learning through ghostwriting and experiences in the post office, specifically, trying to rehabilitate her to normal life after working in the army for how long? Uh, who knows? And learning about her past and Gilbert, post mortem is also kind of an interesting thing. So I'm sure we'll get a lot of that. Development, what happened to her, etc., etc. More cast members. Well, maybe not actually more cast members. It could be like the main crew is Benedict and the ghostwriting people. Um, develop through them, get like one episode side characters, stuff like that. Very interesting though. Strong start. I'm definitely into it. Um, I thought it was gonna be some drama like thing, to be honest. And it kind of is, but it's taking a pretty cool spin on it, on a on a sort of story that you know I have seen done before in a way, just the general sense of rehabilitating a character. Though obviously not in this unique setting and kind of direction they're taking it to. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to see how it was. Very good episode. Good series. Hopefully, it feels good right now. If it keeps up this all the way through, then I will be a happy man. But hopefully you enjoyed. Um, if you did, feel free to leave a like, comment. If you're wondering, or if you have any specific thoughts on the episodes, or want my opinion on something certain or specific that I missed. And if you haven't subbed, please consider subbing. Again, episodes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but subbing just makes it easier because it'll usually just pop up when a new episode comes. And again, if you're new, we have a bunch of other anime reactions on the channel. Uh, Your Lie in April, Natsume's Book of Friends, Higurashi stuff, other stuff, movie stuff. Uh, Lots of good stuff in the past and coming in the future. So yeah, if you want, it does help me. Uh, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you have a great day, and I will see you next time on some more Violet Evergarden. Until then, peace.